check it to 10.
Hey.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Since I was legit, ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh,
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, it's a throw. 59.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On second down, Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. There goes Alex Collins. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback. At their own 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Rush in. Middle.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jackson now. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the shady left. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. It's complete to Lockett. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here we go with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got you. Bang, 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 bang. Shit, shit, shit. Sponge. No.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Under 10. Pick the edge. Come. Hey. Kill it, motion it out.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. David Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
At the 36-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check 19. Who that? Who that? 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready, set, set. Check 50. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Dude, hey, tight. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 58 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First down, Ravens.
Back. Slam. Check 37. Kill. Turn it up.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go. Check it out, Reed. Lucky. Mike 59.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's a first down run with Collins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check, 59.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Check. Fresno. Check 43.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I thought we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd and 9. Allen will get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 19! Mike 54! All day, all day!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
What alert? Watch twins.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen. And finding the tight end Hooper. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Allen off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, hold on. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the curl. Middle. Check nickel.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We want this.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Bravo! to the ball.
On second and goal. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Touchdown, Falcons.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go. Check three. Watch the safety creep. Check. Slam. Wall. Get wall.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson will find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. On third down, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give to Collins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
I got it.
Here's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
At the 47-yard line.
Squeeze. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. You got it. You got tight. Middle. You got tight right there.
Allen to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team. 56, 56. Crunch. Kill.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Check 52. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Alert. He's coming. Double up. Tight dog. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Under 10.
Now Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So once more, the Ravens will come to the line here and go for the 2-point try.
Watch the twist.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Allen with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Watch the shot. No. Off. Watch the motion.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So that'll back him up 5.
tryna go